What's going on, everyone? HueFin News coming at you today with another daily cryptocurrency market analysis. Today is October the 2nd, 2017, and the cryptocurrency market did a pretty good day today. Bitcoin is trying to hold on to that $4,400 area. We have already known that area was going to act as a major resistance for Bitcoin. And in order for Bitcoin to break through $4,400, please note that we will need to see a push to go up bar. If we do not see a push to go up bar, then expect Bitcoin to move lower. Okay, so I'm giving you guys that already before I even look at Bitcoin, because it's going to take a lot of pushing in order to make the price from where it currently is trading to make it go to another price level higher. And it's going to take a push to go up bar. So appreciate all the new subscribers who have came on in the last couple of days. Welcome aboard. Please make sure you guys check out the video we posted called Just Some of the Basics, because it'll help you out with the terminology, especially like with what I said with the push to go up bar. That video will tell you what it is and what it means, so that will help you out as well. We are HueFin News. You guys know that we are the only one who are giving you guys the news according to the charts. No one else is giving you guys news based only on the price charts, because that's where you can formulate and predict where the market is headed. You do not need to pay attention to the news, the major news agencies, or any of the news articles, because that news is already too late. And the news that are forthcoming will later on is already being placed on these price charts. So that's why we've came on YouTube to show you guys that this is the place for you to get the current, more relevant news is off the price charts. And with that being said, we are not investment advisors, and we are not giving you guys investment advice. We are just simply giving you this language to the best of our interpretation, because the market speaks to everyone based off the price bars and the volume through those items. Okay, so make sure you guys got to understand it in order to properly see where the market is headed. And we'll talk about that more as we go into these individual cryptocurrencies. You guys can see that the market cap has been stagnant. It still stands at $148 billion. I think a couple of $100 million has been deducted from the market cap. But overall, the market has been idle. It still stands at $148 billion. And these cryptos that we do on a regular basis necessarily did not move far. Bitcoin has a meager positive gain at 0.33. Ethereum is down 1.67%. Ripple had a positive day according to this website at 0.27. Bitcoin Cash is down 0.62. Litecoin 2.18 dash 3.12. Neo is up 3.71. IOTA is down 7.24. Monero and Ethereum Classic are both down 1.87 and 2.49 respectively. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and just see where these cryptos are headed. So you guys can see that Bitcoin is down 0.08%. The last trade was at $4,401.20. So you guys can see how that $4,400 area for Bitcoin is truly been a hindrance. And you can see how the market tried to push through that $4,400 area, but it wasn't successful. As a matter of fact, you had buyers come in the market, and that is a probable precursors of weakness. And we need to see a push to go up bar in order for Bitcoin to make higher highs. So today that did not occur. Matter of fact, we just got a precursor of weakness today. So please, this is where you want to be cautious and pay attention to your strategy. This might be a good point to take some profits off the table. because Bitcoin is giving you that opportunity to take your profits now, just some of it, because this is giving us weakness. For us to have a day that we had yesterday and the market to shoot up and close lower today is a precursor of weakness. So we're expecting Bitcoin to trade sideways to possibly a little lower in the short term. And we say that because the volume is almost the same as yesterday, but the spread is a lot smaller. So obviously the market was being hit with a lot of sellers today. And if the buyers are not able to consume it and they're not ready for higher prices, then expect the market to move lower. So that's our analysis for Bitcoin. And if it does move lower, then expect it to maybe touch $4,200. And next, we're going to check out Ethereum. So Ethereum as well is down 2.42%. Last trade was at $296.77. You guys can see how Ethereum is still trading sideways, just like it did back on August the 8th all the way through August the 21st. The market has just been trading sideways, right in between $280 and $320. And we're expecting Ethereum to continue to do the same thing, trade between $280 and $320. We did have the market to move lower from what was a trial run bar yesterday, so that tells us that the market is giving us more weakness than strength, and it's probable that Ethereum is going to move a little lower. And if it does, expect it to probably come down and hit like $286, $285 if it's to come down and touch it. And if there's many more sellers in the market, then expect it hit to 280. But also you guys can see how the volume was heavier and the market closed a little bit higher off of the low of the bar. So buyers was in the market. So the market could trade sideways again on tomorrow, closer within the range from today, if not lower. So that's our analysis for Ethereum. It's for it to trade sideways to lower. And now we're going to check out Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash is up 0.88%. Last trade was at $421.49. And you guys can see how Bitcoin Cash is continuing to make its way down this this support line. And it almost came down to $400. The actual low was at $409.98. The volume is extremely heavier than the last 4 or 5 trading days, which is a positive sign for the market to move higher for Bitcoin Cash. The spread is also maybe a little smaller than what it was yesterday, but it tells us that the buyers are still accumulating and buying shares at this price area. So sooner or later, we're going to expect Bitcoin Cash to make higher highs and shoot higher from where it currently is trading. This might be the low for Bitcoin Cash. It might not hit our support line that we've drawn. It might take it from where it is now and shoot higher, but we're expecting Bitcoin Cash to trade sideways to higher. If not, it might touch 400, but we're not expecting it to stay there long. But we're still expecting Bitcoin Cash to move higher. So next, we're checking out Ripple. So Ripple is down 3.04%. Last trade was at 20 cents, right? So we said that yesterday was a precursor of strength bar, but the concern that we've had for Ripple was the fact that the volume was light, and that told us that the buyers are not backing this move. And that's exactly what occurred today. We was right in our analysis. The market is not interested in higher prices because the volume did not back it. But we have volume here today to push the market down and hit that area of support that we also mentioned on our video last night. So please pay attention to our videos because we are often accurate on our predictions. And the market, a couple of buyers came in the market for Ripple but the market really tried to push the price down. And if the market cannot stay above 20 cents, then expect it to come to 19 and try to test this area as a support line. So please be watchful of that area. If the buyers are not within Ripple right now, then the market will shoot and hit down to 19 cents, right? And by the market not giving us no indications of higher prices on yesterday, and the market shooting lower, closing lower from yesterday, the market should continue to move sideways to lower for Ripple. Now, the only caveat to that situation is the fact that buyers came in the market and maybe they are still interested in the price at this area. If that's the case, market will shoot higher. But we have more precursors of weakness that I just stated to state that Ripple should be moving sideways to lower in the short term. So next, we're going to go ahead and check out Litecoin. So Litecoin is down 2.74%. Last trade was at $53.34. So Litecoin is pretty much doing the same thing as Ethereum. It's trading within this range. But one of the positive things for Litecoin that it hasn't done previously in the background is how it's been hovering right here around $56 for multiple trading days. The last time that Litecoin came to this $56 area, the market came and touched and shot right back down the next day. It did that on July the 4th and the 5th, and it did it again on August 23rd and 24th, right? But lately, the market has been hovering around $56, and necessarily the market hasn't been necessarily moving lower either. So please pay attention to that as the probable precursors of strength. But the market that we had, the price bar that we had yesterday was a trial run bar, and the market closed lower, tells us that the market is still weak, and the market may move lower in the short term for Litecoin if we do not get buyers in the market. But the volume is also a lot lighter than what it was yesterday, so some of the selling is being consumed currently in Litecoin. But by trading right here around $56 and the market is not giving us interest to break through, then we're expecting it to trade sideways to maybe just a little lower as well. And just like with Bitcoin, Litecoin is going to require a push to go up bar in order to break through that $56. So keep that in the back of your mind as well, because if you get that, then the market is off to the races and it will hit $60. And next, we're going to go ahead and check out Dash. So Dash is down 2.61%. Last trade was at $307.82, and the market is still giving us precursors of weakness for Dash, and it's definitely look like it's a very high probability that it's going to come and touch $300. So we're expecting Dash to move lower. Today's bar is also another precursor of weakness, but the volume is a lot lighter, so the market may trade sideways, but we're expecting it to at least come to $300. And if the market is still weak, then 280 will be the next level that we're looking and eyeing for. But the volume is lighter today, so we're not expecting it to come to 280 though. And next, we're going to go ahead and check out Neo. So Neo closed higher today, but you guys can see that stockpile came in the market. So obviously a lot of sellers was taking profits today in Neo. They're just happy and ecstatic that Neo finally came back up to a range from the last couple of weeks. It's finally back up in this area, and now they want to take their profits or at least get out the trade with minimal losses. And that's why we had this push, this stockpile in the market on today on higher volume. So it looks like Neo it's going to be trading sideways to maybe just a little lower. But the stockpile that appeared today tells us that they're putting the brakes on NEO in the short term to trade sideways. So we're still expecting NEO to possibly trade sideways in the short term. If the stockpile is still in the market though, then expect it to move lower. And next we're going to go ahead and check out Ethereum Classic. So Ethereum Classic is down 3.29%. Last trade was at $12.47. And the market for Ethereum Classic is weak, expected to possibly come and touch $12. The trial run bar that we had yesterday, the confirmation was a guilty verdict. And that's why the market closed lower. So the buyers were not able to control the excessive selling that occurred on yesterday. And that is a precursor of weakness. So we're still expecting Ethereum Classic to move lower and possibly touch that $12 area. And the last one we're going to check out is Monero. Monero is down 2.90%. Last trade was at $91.37. You guys can see on this daily chart that this is the 6th day that Monero has been obeying this resistance line, and it looks like it might come down and test the support line that we made around $84. The volume is also heavier than what it was yesterday, so obviously the buyers are not in the market currently, so the market may trend a little lower. I'm expecting it to maybe come to where the close and opens were from the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th of August were, before the market may bounce and shoot higher. If not, then the market will possibly come down to $84. But since we have more precursors of weakness for Monero still and no precursors of strength over the last 6 days, then we're expecting Monero to move sideways to lower as well. And before I go, I'm gonna go ahead and do one more. It's gonna be Lisk. I had someone inquire about Lisk, so we're gonna go ahead and do a quick analysis on them. You guys can see also in this daily price bar for Lisk that we have a support line. I'm gonna go and see if I could draw one. So the support line is pretty much right here, right? So the market has been trading on the support line over the last couple of weeks. The market has not necessarily been moving. It came and broke through the support line on the 14th and the 15th of September, and it's been trading sideways all the way until now, even today. Currently, the market is giving us more stockpile in the market, but by its being at this support line, then it's probable to say that Lisk is going to bounce the support line and move higher. But if the market breaks through that support line, then expect it to come and test these areas from the 14th and 15th of September. But we do have more precursors of weakness for Lisk right now, because today on the 29th of September was a trial run bar. The market was able to shoot higher, but stockpile came in, and we still have that stockpile revealing itself in Lisk right now. So the market is not necessarily giving us precursors of strength at the moment. So we would expect it to continue to trade sideways to a little lower for Lisk in the short term. So that's all we got today for HueFin News. Appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel. You guys go ahead and continue to like and share. If you guys got any questions or comments, go ahead and leave it in the comments section of the video, and we'll get to them as soon as possible. But please know that we are the only one who are giving you guys this type of analysis through just the price bar and the volume, and it's our purpose to give it to you in simplistic fashion, in the simplest way possible, to where you guys can understand and also gain more confidence in the market, because you can actually see what is actually going on in the market. So with that being said, appreciate you guys watching. That's all I got for today. Continue to watch, and we have more for you guys in the future. You guys have a good one, and I'll talk to you later.